Oh, yeah. Oh, I fell over with my bag. Good dog, Bruno. You be careful. Guys, run away, Bruno. Well, guys, this is a sort of part 2 follow-up video to the video I did about the 5 essential bushcraft items, or it was called something like that. A lot of you guys were wondering what was my kit. What kit did I bring with me? So I'm out for a little bit of a walk today. I'm going fairly heavy on the kit, but this is the kit that I would carry all the time, right? Now, the reason why it looks like... Bruno, can you come out of the way, please? Get out of the way. Go on, way, off with you. No, get out of the way. You're in the way of the camera. Good dog. And he's still in the way of the camera. Guys, the reason why it's so big is because there's actually... With the nice weather and stuff that we're having at the minute, my jacket is actually in here. My jacket actually puffs out the bag quite a bit, guys. So what I'll do is I'll just run through what I have and why I have it. Okay, so on my belt, what I carry on my person, guys, is I have my watch, I have a knife, and I have a saw. Okay, just a folding saw, backhoe Laplander. In my pocket, I have my car keys. I have a wee EDC torch, a lighter, and on this side I have a little pocket knife and my phone. And in this, because I'm a dog owner, I have poo bags. So always put on a coat, poo bags in the pocket. Okay, the bag itself, guys, is a low alpine Dutch Army Sting rucksack. It is approximately 40 litres, but you have 2 rocket pouches that go on either side that give 10 litres each, so it goes up to 60 litres as far as I am aware. That could just be completely wrong. Guys, these are an absolutely class pack for the price. They cost around 40 quid. I think I paid 40 quid, 30 or 40 quid for this a couple of years ago, and I have used it a lot, okay? So, now, Bruno, on the front here, guys, there's molly straps all over it, and on the front here I actually have a first aid kit. Now, what I would say is that... Get up there, go on, come here. Guys, what I would say is that... Look, guys, I found this. This is what he's after. I found this. I think Skeletor was up here. Guys, I would be a firm believer in... better to be looking at it than be looking for it. Okay, so if I am carrying a knife, I carry a first aid kit. If I am going up on uneven ground, I will carry a first aid kit with, you know, and plasters and stuff like that, and bandages for strapping your legs and stuff like that. Okay, so in my top pouch, guys, I carry just a little hat. I have a wee I have the Firebox Nano with me today. And I have my little pouch. Yes, it matches. Dutch Army wash bag, guys. They're about £1 each. They're incredibly handy. Okay, and what else do I have in there? And just a little fire kit that you get that comes in the British Army 24-hour ration packs. Okay, I'll go through this pouch in a little while. When I get into the pack itself, guys, on my lid, I carry a water filter. I've never once used it, and I carry a Millbank bag, okay, for the same reason, and more poo bags. Jesus. What I have here is I have my waterproof cover, so my my coat. So this is the Hilltrek Smock, double ventile smock, guys. I can't remember the model. In the pocket here I have a ferro rod. I wear this to work a lot when I'm instructing, so I always keep a ferro rod in the pocket, and this thing is class. Love it. Okay, a clean canteen with water. I also have a Camelback here, a hydration bladder with 2 litres of water in it as well. I carry a tarp, a fire kit, a pot container, I suppose you want to call it, and I also have a German bag. Okay, now the German bag is a worst case scenario, right? Bruno, get out of the way. Get out of the way, I'm not going to say it again. Okay, and I also carry in the very bottom of my bag, stuffed away, wrapped up in a bag, probably never ever ever be used, but this is a throwback to my mountain rescue days, guys, is I basically have a 24-hour ration pack. Halal Mexican style tuna with pasta. Okay, so basically what this means is that everything that is in this bag means that if I find myself in a situation where I have to spend the night out in the woods, sort of unexpectedly, it's not going to be that much of a big deal. I might be a little bit uncomfortable, but I am generally not going to starve to death, or I am not going to Bruno, get out of the way. Get out of the way. I'm generally not going to starve to death, and I'm going to have a bit of cover, okay? So, carry a tarp, or I carry this, guys, because this is an insulated waterproof layer, okay? So this is instead of your plastic bivvy bag that I used to carry all the time. I used to carry one of those big orange plastic emergency bags, rescue bags. We always call them bivvy bags. Guys, the German bag does the same, but a hell of a lot more, okay? If I had to use it as a sleeping bag, I am going to be, not going to be super warm, but it's going to be okay. It's going to be manageable, all right? And that is stuffed right down the bottom, okay? With my cup, with my container, my pot, I can boil water, I can make coffee, I can put my things into it, my meal pouches into it, and heat them up if needs be, guys. Or I can eat them cold as well. It's not a big deal, but it is just handy. If I run out of water, I have two different ways of filtration, so I can boil it and I can use the Millbank bag and the Sawyer mini filter in there as well. Okay, so water. This is also a container, guys, because this is a single wall container. Bruno, you be careful on that log now. That's where my camera is. Woo! This is a single walled stainless steel container. So what that means is that you can boil water in that, okay, if needs be, to filter it or to make it safer for drinking. Guys, a little fire kit here in a dry bag. There's actually two kits in this. One is sort of, it's a good day and everything is going according to plan, and I just want to sort of light a fire and maybe mess about and, you know, ferro rod, flint and steel and things like that in there. Guys, I've done a video on that before. I'll link it up there. In the bottom of this, guys, you need a fire right now. This is it. Matches, lighters, fire lighters, all those different things that you need, you know, emergency fire starters, all in there. And some extra stuff just thrown into the bottom of it, like birch bark and stuff, which is all in this as well. Okay. Okay. Guys, I carry a tarp. I carry, depending on what I'm testing at the moment, at that time. So this is the one I just grabbed when I was leaving the house, and this is a British Army Basha. Guys, and this is set up with the ropes and guy lines and everything for the corners, and all that stuff is all ready to rock. All I literally have to do is pull that out of its bag and tie up the guy lines, and I'm ready to go. And guys, I like having it always set up like that, so that there's less faffing and you can just get on with it and just enjoy yourself, okay? Right. Firebox Nano. Guys, you know what that is. You've seen me do lots of videos with this before. Pretty much the only sort of... all this moves from bag to bag, so if I'm taking my Alice pack, I'll put it into my Alice pack. If I'm taking this, I'll throw it into this, depending on what I'm feeling like. Guys, I also carry some rope in this possibles pouch, I'm going to call it. There is another ferro rod. There is a head torch, there is a GPS, which I don't think I've ever used on. I have some spare small pieces of rope, and a lot of these are actually tied into prussicks. And I have a guitar pick. I have some quartz. I have a lighter and another ferro rod. That works. And I have spare batteries, guys. Spare batteries for both the GPS and my head torch as well. Okay? And that is pretty much it, guys. And this is the thing, right? This kit goes with me all the time, right? If I am going for an overnighter, I generally have exactly the same kit. Well, not exactly. The only thing that will be added will be a sleeping bag, okay? And that's the way, you know, a sleeping bag and a sleeping pad. And that, it just means that, Bruno, get off that. I know you can hear a bird. Come down. Guys, Bruno, you are a donkey. If you knock that camera, I'll kill you. Get down. Guys, that means that you know, if you're always packing the same kit, you get used to it. You know when something's missing. You know, I have forgotten stuff, of course. You know, been out and forgotten stuff like generally, you know, you forget a head torch or something like that. But I always make sure I have food. Guys, that is my bushcraft kit. That is what I carry. Okay, the video I did before was a top 5, right? It could have been a top 10. It very could have, you know, very easily could have, but I had to cut it somewhere. Okay, so that's why I picked 5. You know, this is what I carry, and I find that I do use it all the time. I use it a lot. Okay, guys, check that out. Isn't that unreal? Okay, I'm going to have to find a way to carry this down now. So I would definitely recommend, if you're using sharps or going off-road, that you carry a first aid kit. I would also recommend that you do a remote first aid course as well, like we call them REC courses here, remote emergency care. I don't know what they're called elsewhere, but guys, I definitely would recommend that you do a course like that. It's a 3-day course, and it's well worth it. It gives you a lot of confidence on dealing with injuries in the outdoors. Guys, that is it. I'm going to put my hat away because now I have to descend the mountain. Guys, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Hope I wasn't rambling too much. And Bruno, I am actually thinking of just starting Bruno a channel on his own. We call it Bruno the Wonder Dog. Guys, thanks for watching. Stay frosty. Right, I need to get up, Bruno. Oh, my legs are sore.